Students, I think you are fine and safe in your homes. Today we are going to start the new chapter, sound. In this chapter, today we are going to discuss the topic sound and vibration. Learning outcomes. After the completion of the today topic, students will be able to number 1 define sound as a form of energy. After going through today lecture, student will be able to define the sound. Number 2 state the basic cause of sound production. After going through today's lecture, student will be able to tell the reason behind the production of sound. Number 3, identify the sound producing parts of the various musical instrument. After going through today's lecture, student in their real life also able to identify the main part of the musical instrument which is responsible for sound production. Number 4, explain briefly the mechanism of production of sound in human beings. After going through today's topic, student will be able to explain the working of human organs for the production of sound. Number 5, name the organ responsible for the production of sound in animals, birds, etc. After going through today's topic, student will be able to name the organ in animals, birds and insects which are responsible for the production of sound in them. We are going to discuss the first two learning outcomes. Number 1, define sound as a form of energy. Number 2, state the basic cause of sound production. Students, we are living in the world of the full of sound. We hear sound from the various sources like human, birds, animals, machines, television sets, music system and so on. We communicate with each other by speaking, hearing and replying through the speaking. So we can say that sound plays a very important role in our life. So we are going to define the sound. Sound is a form of energy which produces the sensation of hearing in our ears. We can produce the sound by vibrating a scale as shown. Now we press the free end of the scale and observe the sound is produced. We can change the quality of sound by changing the length of the vibrating part of the scale. When the length of the vibrating part is less, then the more sharp sound is produced. So it shows the every vibrating object produces the sound. The bell is vibrate when the hammer within the bell strikes the congo bell. It vibrates and produces the sound. When we hold the gong, it stops vibrating and it stops producing the sound. Observe. After seeing the above videos, we can now say that main cause behind the sound production is vibrations. That is, every vibrating object produces a sound. We already studied about the vibration in the 6th class. It is the to and fro motion of an object. As shown in the diagram below, when we hit the drum membranes, its membrane vibrate up and down and produce the sound. In the another diagram, we see the guitar. When we pull the string of the guitar, it makes to and fro motion and produce the sound. Students, now we are going to discuss the number of activities. These activities shows that vibration is the basic cause of all type of sound. Activity number 1, take a drum and put some colored tiny paper balls on the drum membrane. Strike its membrane with a stick or hand. We observed paper balls are dancing up and down the membrane when the drum is producing the sound. This shows that membrane vibrate when it produces the sound. Activity number 2, take an ektara. It is a single string musical instrument. Pluck its wire gently and let it go. We observe wire is vibrate and at the same time it produces a musical sound. As shown in the diagram, the skilled musicians use a bow to vibrate the string of the guitar. They use it to produce the lovely music and songs. We are going to perform an activity which shows that vibration is the main cause of song. Whenever we speak, there is also a vibrations. For this activity, we take a plastic jar. Its mouth is covered with the stretched rubber balloons and place some rice grains on this stretched rubber balloons. Its other end is already cut with the help of the hot knife. Now we speak from the open end of the this jar and observe the rice grains.
Hello, 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 hello,
The observed
hello,
rice
hello,
grains jumps
hello,
up and
hello,
down
hello,
when the
hello,
sound vibrations
hello,
strike
hello.
it. Air drums also work like the rubber membranes. When the sound vibrations strike it, it also vibrates. Activity number 3. We already see video related to this activity. Now we discuss this activity in detail. Take a tin can, cut its both ends. Now cut the neck of a big balloon with scissors. Now stretch it over one end of the can. Make sure that balloon is stretched flat at the one end. Put a rubber band over the balloon to hold it in its place. Put some dry rice on the stretched balloon surface while holding the can vertically. Ask your friend to shoot from the open end of the can. We observe the rice grains jump up and down as sound vibrations strike the rubber membrane of a balloon. This activity also shows the working of the eardrum of the human ear when sound vibration strike the eardrum of the human ear. It also works like this way. We are able to define the sound and also able to tell the basic cause of sound production is vibration. So our first two learning outcome has been achieved. Now we are going to discuss the third learning outcomes, that is identify the sound producing parts of the various musical instruments. In school orchestra, number of the musical instrument play at the same time as shown in the video. Each musical instrument has a unique part which vibrate and produce the sound. Like in sitar, guitar and violin, there is a stretch wire which vibrate and produce the sound. In dholak and drum, its membrane is vibrate and produce the sound. In harmonium, reed and air column is vibrate and produce the sound. Now we are going to identify the vibrating part of the musical instruments which produce the sound. Number 1, flute. In the flute, the main vibrating part is the ear columns contained within the flute. We can change the quality of sound by opening and closing the different holes at the different times. Number 2, guitar. In the guitar, there are number of wires attached in the guitar that have the different thickness. When we pluck these wires, they produce the sound. Number 3, drum. When we strike the membrane of the drum with stick, it vibrate and produce the sound. Number 4, jaltarang. In the jaltarang, there are different balls filled with the different quantity of water. When these balls are struck with the stick, the ear columns above the ball is vibrate and produce the sound. Number 5, sitar. When we stretch the string of the sitar, these strings are vibrate along with its body and produce the sound. Number 6, harmonium. In the harmonium's main vibrating part, its matrices and ear column. Number 7, santoor. As shown in the diagrams, in centaurs, there are different wires that have the different length. When it strike with the stick, it vibrate and produce the sound. Discussing the sound producing parts of various musical instruments, our third learning outcome has been achieved. Now we are going to discuss the fourth learning outcomes, that is explain briefly the mechanism of production of sound in human beings. Students, now we are going to discuss the mechanism of the sound production in human. In human, sound is produced in the voice box or called larynx. As shown in the diagram, it present in the neck of the human being. The voice box has the two vocal cords. There is a narrow gap or slit between the vocal cords. When the lungs force the air through this gap, vocal cord vibrate and produce the sound. We are going to show the working of the vocal cord. For it, we take a rectangle paper and we folded the rectangle paper like this way. Now make the hole at the center of this paper. Now we blow the air through this hole. Now you heard the sound. When the air is passing through the hole, it make vibrate the paper and produce the sound. In the same way, when the lungs force the air through the vocal cord, it vibrate and produce the sound. How the human beings can change the pitch of sound. Pitch of sound is the characteristic of sound which help us to distinguish between the shriller, that is sharp or flat sound. The muscle attached with the vocal cord make it tighter or loosens and thick or thin. These changes in the vocal cord change the pitch of sound. We observe that men, women and children have their own characteristic sound. That is, we observe women and children have sharp and shrill sound, whereas men has the flat sound. This is because difference in the size, tautness and thickness of the vocal cord in men, women and children. In other words, we say that children and women have the length of vocal cord is less than the men, so it vibrate more and produce a more sharp sound. Students are able to explain the mechanism of production of sound in human beings. So our fourth learning outcome has been achieved. Now we are going to discuss our fifth learning outcomes, that is name the organ responsible for the production of sound in animals, birds, etc. Friends, after discussing the mechanism of the sound production in human beings, now we are discussing the mechanism of the sound production in different animals, birds and insects. They have the different setup in their bodies for producing their characteristic sound. Now we look at these mechanisms. Number one, sound produced in the animals like dog, cat and horse. These animals also have the vocal cord which vibrate and produce the sound. Number two, sound produced in the insects. Insects like the mosquito, bees make their characteristic sound by vibrating their wings rapidly. Number three, sound produced in the birds. Birds have the ring of cartilage called syrinx in their windpipes, as shown in the diagram. They use it in their voice box to produce their characteristic sound. Number four, frog produce sound by buffing their vocal sacs like like a balloon. This inflation of their throat help them to make their croaking louder. After naming the organ responsible for the production of sound in animals, birds, etc., our fifth learning outcome has been achieved. Now you can see that all the learning outcomes of this topic has been achieved.